I'm not sure where to start because there's there's a lot, but I guess I'll just keep I'll start talking and then maybe we'll get to a place where yeah, maybe we'll get somewhere with it. Um so like yeah, I think there's like so like a little disclaimer, I do think that this game is actually like really good as far as the engine and the way the game works. I think it's very well made in terms of that. So like you know, you can definitely tell the footsies are there. It's supposed to be like a solid game, you know. You have good wake up options, you have good defensive options, you have good offensive options. You have all these different options, a lot of depth within the mechanics of the game. But some of the mechanics of the game though I think are kind of flawed. Um and I think it should be changed just a little bit. Well, depending on who you are, a lot of it. But so yeah, I guess the first thing I'll go over is breakaways. So I think breakaways are fine, but I think they do have a very big issue in terms of like when you hit someone with a combo, they can break away at a certain point in the combo and actually full combo punish you. So let's say like so let's say like I'm playing versus Garrus, he does 4-2, I end up whiff punishing him, right? I do 2-1-3, you know, I go into my main combo, I go into Vine Grab, and then as Cetrion or as Garrus, you can do something like this. Let me actually do this because it's gonna be easier to show. Here it is. Okay, I just missed it because I suck. But when you don't miss it... Okay, there we go. So, this is one of the problems with the game. So you whip punish with someone like let's say, oh my god, this Garrus is just like I completely outplayed him. You know, I got the whip punish on him. Sechion goes for a full combo here, and then someone breakaways the combo, and then you get full comboed yourself for whip punishing them. So your reward for getting a combo on someone is you like dying for it. And people could say like, but yeah, but Dragon, there's a mind game to this. Like people have armor breakers now, and while yes, that's true. Like instead I could do something like I could do something like this, right? Oh wait, I'm not in the tornado variation, but I could do something like 4-1-3 into a tornado, right? But the problem with that is like that shouldn't even be a mind game in the first place, right? Because number one, I'm getting less damage in general, and number two, like I should not be in a position, my reward should not be guessing on if I'm gonna get full comboed or not, and if he's gonna break away. Like that should not be my reward. My reward should never be me guessing that I might die for punishing him. And this is like not just Sechion. Like this is a lot of characters. Garrus, I'm pretty sure is like privileged and he doesn't have any that problem. But like, there's a lot of characters in this game who have that problem. You know, we can just go through some of them. So Spawn, you know, Spawn hits back 1-2 into 2-4 charge. If they break before the charge, they get up and punish them for it. Like in this game, and in my opinion any fighting game in general, if you get a hit, you should be rewarded for getting that hit, and you should not be afraid of ever getting full combo punished for doing a combo. Like I just think that should not be a thing. I think it's completely fine that breakaway is a thing, but I think you like they should make it so it's not possible for them to get up and full combo punish you. I think that just should not be a thing. And like they like there's a lot of characters who have that problem too. Some characters do not have that issue. I mean, Fujin has that issue, Cetrion has has that issue. Let's see here. Kitana can have that issue. I'm only going over characters I play because they're just the characters that I know. Kotal Kahn can have that issue. If you go for like let's say you go for forward 1-2 uppercut, the uppercut combo, and then you do forward 1-2 command grab. If they break away, you actually just die for it. And yes, again, there are ways around this, but I don't think there should ever be like there shouldn't be a mind game behind it. Like, you should not have to guess if you're gonna get full comboed for hitting them. Like, it just shouldn't happen. The next thing I think that's like kind of messed up about this game is flawless walks. And I'm gonna have to explain what I mean by that, because I think flawless walks are actually a really good addition to the game. I think they provide a lot of depth to the game, a lot of different options to the game that wasn't here before. But I do think there are some, like again with Breakaway, there are some very significant flaws with flawless walks. So one of the biggest things, one of the biggest problems with flawless walk is that during, like, let's say you get hit by something. When you get hit by something, you're going to be like plus, let's just say 15, for example, plus 15. That means you're standing 1 jails, right? Now you would think that you getting a down 1 means that your reward would be you can take your turn back, because you guessed right. You guessed right on when to take your turn back with your poke. So you should be rewarded for that, right? But unfortunately in this game, if that does happen, this is what can happen. Hold on. So you can get actually full combo punish for jailing in this game. So like, what that means is that, like, let's say my +1 or my down 1 was just plus 1 million, for example. Like just say, like, the number said 1 million, plus 1 million. No matter how plus I was, I can always flawless walk no matter what. Flawless walk is always an option when I'm in hit advantage. So that means that the person who hits you with a down 1 and tries to jail their next move, it's never safe for them to do that because of flawless walks. It's never safe. So then it becomes a thing where the only safe option is to do this. It's to actually hit him and then walk back. Like, literally, this is your safest option right here. Like, that's your safest option. And while, yes, that is okay, I feel like the idea that you can get full comboed for, like, let's say someone is pressuring you, they're going for, like, especially versus Cetrion. Let's say Cetrion's going like 1-1, 1-1, backdash, 4-2, stuff like that. Like, and then let's say I get a poke. I'm rewarded, or I should be rewarded, because I successfully chose when to poke correctly. And I should be rewarded for that, right? But unfortunately, I have to be scared after I hit them with that, because I could get full combo punish, 280 damage, fatal blow if they have fatal blow, go into 400 damage, because I tried to jail them. Because I was plus like 20 and I tried to jail them. And in my opinion, I just don't think that should be a thing. Because it makes it so there's never a safe option in this game. I feel like there should always be a safe option, even if it's like minimal reward. Like, let's say it's like low risk, low reward. I feel like that should be an option, and a player should be able to do that, instead of everything being a high risk, high reward in this game. So I think like the thing about like flawless walking and gaps, I think that's like very good. I think that's like a great thing about flawless walks. Like versus jumping, like we're gonna get into that too, but yes, that can be an option versus jump-ins, So like all that stuff is good. there's a problem, and I posted it on Twitter, where, like, so meaties, a lot of people can meaty better now because there's no, so there used to be short delay and long delay wake up, but now there's only long delay. They took out short delay. So now you can only long delay, so people are starting to be able to meaty better. So people are doing something like, people are meeting right away, and then they're able to, like, I can't get up and press a button here, no matter what I do. Like, I can't get up and press 1-1 here. I'm gonna get meatied. But the problem is when you get up, you can flawless block within a certain amount of frames, and you're able to, or once you get up, you're able to flawless block in a certain amount of frames, and you're able to actually punish someone meeting you. So here's another option where you actually don't have a safe option here. Like, your safest option, again, is to walk back. So it is always risky to meaty in this game. Which I think this isn't as big of a problem as the jailing thing. I think the jailing thing is actually really dumb. You should never, be scared about jailing your opponent. I feel like that's what jailing means. So I don't think this is as big of a problem, but it sucks that, like, every character in the game, like, cannot meaty someone without getting full combo punished. And you might say, like, okay, but, like, can't you, like, bait that? You can do this, and then you can do, like, delay back 1. But you really can't, because, well, there I flawless block. But let's just say I do, like, this, and then I back off. And then let's say I try to flawless block up 2. Well, why would I try to up 2? I didn't see any move coming out, right? So I can just wait, see if he doesn't attack, and then flawless block up 2. If he doesn't, then I'm just sitting here blocking anyways. So it's like, I'm able to full combo punish him without any risk to me. There's absolutely no risk to me flawless blocking and getting a full combo on him here. Absolutely none. Because I can see if he's doing an attack on me. So there's absolutely no risk to that. Which I think is a dumb thing. Because that means that your opponent has no counter options to that option. Besides, like, I guess, throw. But, like, then it becomes the person who's knocked down. The person who is knocked down in this game is actually, is advantage. So, like, so, this is, what does it say? How plus is this? This is plus 19 on hit. No matter what this number is, you're actually at a disadvantage here. Like, yes, frame data wise, you're at advantage, but no, you're not. You're at disadvantage when you knock someone down. Like, there's no way around it, because you always have a safe way to full combo them, and they can't do anything about it. Literally nothing. There's nothing they can do to beat you on flawless blocking on wake up there. On delaying wake up then flawless block. Absolutely nothing. Even a different string. Like, let's say they do, like, that's not even a mid, so that won't work. But, like, even if they do, like, 4-2, like, you'll still be able to do that. Sechyun's up 2 sucks, so she can't. But, like, you can do that for any string and react to it. So, like, that's kind of the problem with that. I feel like, I guess the wake up thing is fine. I really don't know how they would fix that, but I think the way they could fix the jailing thing is make it so you can't flawless block out of hit stun. So, like, if someone's plus 20 and they jail with standing 1, they should not be able to flawless block, in my opinion. That does make restands better, yes, I agree. And, like, it can sound like I'm being biased with Sechyun because she has wall restand, but I'm really not. I just think it's dumb that someone is not allowed to jail for free and can get full comboed without any risk to them. I think that's very dumb. Just my opinion. What's next? Oh, jump-ins. My favorite. I love jump-ins. So yeah. So, like, we won't even go over, like, a dumb jump-in. I mean, every jump-in in this game is dumb, but let's just go over, like, a character who might have, like, a mediocre one. Well, mediocre in this game means, like, still really dumb. Let's just go Garrus. Garrus is kind of slow. A little bit slower than others. So, Gur was over my house recently. And he was saying how, like, it's possible to anti-air in this game. And and I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm like, show me how you do it. Or no, I didn't say show me how you do it, but I was like, try to anti-air me and I'll bet you money that you can't. Like I told him straight up, I said, bet me any amount of money and you will not be able to anti-air me. I bet you like $100. Like I told him you will not be able to. No, and I said like tell me to pick any character he wants, and he won't be able to, except for Liu Kang and Cassie, because you can actually anti-air them. And the reason why, okay, so the reason why you can anti-air them and you can't anti-air other characters is because of the way jump kicks hitboxes are in this game. So jump kicks hitboxes in this game hit downwards, right? They hit vertically downwards, like diagonally, but kind of vertically. So it makes it so when you try to do stand one to anti-air someone, the jump kick is already active before you react and you do stand one to anti-air them, because their jump kick is already in its active frames. And the reason why you can anti-air like someone like Cassie and Liu Kang is because they have horizontal jump kicks, and I'll show you. So let me go Cassie, Liu Kang. They both have horizontal jump kicks. They're somewhat vertical, but I'll show you. You can probably tell I've had this on my chest for a long time, because like I'm speaking so fast. Okay, so like that's kind of vertical, but wait, that's not Cassie. Wait, I went Sonya. Am I okay? that is Sonya. Oops. I accidentally chose. Okay, all right. Let's. I was like that. I was like, that doesn't look like Cassie's jump kick. What? I even said, so that's a little bit vertical. And I was like, wait, no, hers doesn't look like that at all. Okay. So see how hers is vertical here? So it's hitting this way. So let me see if you can see this. So yeah, it's hitting this way instead of like this. And this is how jump kicks were in like MKX and Injustice 2. Or at least like most jump kicks. Let's go to Liu Kang, and his will be kind of the same thing. So see how it's hitting kind of horizontal here? Yeah. It's hitting horizontal here rather than vertical. I just had my brain like malfunction there. So that's why it's easier to anti-air these characters compared to other characters. Cause when you so like let's say let's go to character select. And this is a problem a lot of people have when they say they can anti-air on reaction. And I'm like, no, you cannot. I will bet any person any amount of money on this offline that they will not be able to react to any character's anti-airs that I throw at them. They will not be able to. And I'll show you the reason why people think they can. I'll show you the reason why people can. And this is a big problem that I kind of, this is a big problem that a lot of people have. This is why people use practice mode in the wrong way. So what people do is people will, like, let's say people will go to record, they'll go block, they'll jump in, and they'll do, wow, I'm not even able to right now. Okay, I'm doing that super late though. Let me do that. Okay, bad example, cause well, Scarlet can't even anti-air. All right, let me just go with an example that I know of. We'll go Cetrion. So like that was kind of proving my point without me even trying. So Scarlet, not really a broke jump in, but still super dumb, you know. No one really talks about her jump kick. It's like whatever. Not one of the best in the game, but still dumb like every other characters, and this is why. Okay, so I'm gonna show you why people say they can anti-air on reaction. So they'll set someone to jump, right? They'll set her to jump, and they'll They'll set them to jump, and they'll stand one, and they're like, look, you can anti-air. Look, watch, I'm anti-airing. And then, but like the problem is, you're anti-airing because you know the timing of the AI. And you know that the only thing they're gonna do is jump in. That's why people say that they can anti-air on reaction. But then you get into a real game and it's like, wait, no one's anti-airing. Why is no one anti-airing? Because when you're in a real match, like, you can't. Like, it's actually impossible. I'm in practice mode, so I know that he's gonna jump. But when you have a real person, and this is what I showed Gur when he was over my house, when you have a real person, I told him that, I said react to my jump kick and try to stand one it. But I said I'm gonna mix it up. So I'm gonna mix up what I'm doing. I try to act like it was a real game. So I said I would sometimes, dash up. I would sometimes do, forward 4 here. I would sometimes, I would sometimes move in neutral. I would sometimes do stand 2. But then sometimes I'll jump. And it's actually impossible for, like, a person to actually react to every single one of those. And also react to, like, a jump in. And successfully anti-air it. That is not a reaction. That is a complete guess if you are reading it and anti-airing it. That is the only way you'll be able to anti-air a jump in, and even then it can be difficult because you have to know the specific timing, because they can do it early or they can do it late. So that's why people think they can react and anti-air, but that's actually not true. And, like, I did this versus Gur, and Gur only anti-aired me 2 out of, I think, 40 times. 2 out of 30 times. Something like that. But in practice mode, obviously he's gonna anti-air, like, 10 out of 10 times. So, like, that's why so whenever I go into practice mode, I always time something. I always practice something and time it of when I think I'll react. So, like, right here, I think I'll react maybe now. Like, now. Maybe now. But, like, see, I can do it earlier because I know the AI is going to do that. Because I know the jump timing. But Scarlet can't anti-air anyway. So it's like, okay, so what options do I have now? So the option would be flawless blocking, right? So, whoops. I can't even flawless block right now. So the answer would be flawless blocking, right? And flawless blocking is a good option. Definitely a good option. But there is a problem with that, because there are many ways to beat it. One way, jump 1. Jump 1's a different timing than jump 3. Another way is super delayed jump 3. Another way is early jump 3. Those are just 3 ways right there. Another way, empty jump 1-1. So then they try to flawless block up 2, and then they get full comboed for it. So these are all options to stop someone from doing that. And it's like, and again, it's like, okay, Dragon, but you have options to the jump in. Sure, you do. But the problem is that someone who's playing neutral can just choose to randomly jump, and most of the time it could actually, well, I would say a lot of the times it's actually the correct option. Well, not even correct option, but I would say a really good option, because anytime anyone jumps, they're at advantage. I'm at advantage here. I'm at advantage here. I'm at advantage here. Like, anytime I jump, I'm always at advantage. Even if someone knows I'm going to jump, I'm at advantage. Because the mind game is in my favor. Because I can make them guess, like, 5 different ways, whereas they can only do, like, they can flawless block, they can duck, they can flawless block, they can't anti-air because, they don't know it's coming, they don't know what timing I'm going to do it at. So they can't do that. So they really only have one option to me doing that. And then maybe 2 options if they read that I'm going to do empty jump. But, like, I have way more options than they do. So anytime I go into the air, like, this is my easy option. Like, I can just jump at any point in time. And I'm in a better position than they are. So, like, in my opinion, I feel like someone just disregarding neutral, like, the game's supposed to be neutral based, right? So if we're playing footsies and someone just does this, like, that's a good offensive option, and actually, like, they just disregard neutral by doing that. And I feel like someone disregarding neutral, if someone knows they're going to do that, they should be able to be rewarded. It's like you should not have to play a mind game here as a person on defense. Like, if I know that this is coming, I'm like, oh, he's definitely gonna jump here. He's jumped 24/7, like, all the time. I should have an option here. I should have an option. I know he's gonna jump here. I don't know what timing, but I do know. So, like, I feel like the way they could fix that, because, okay, so before I get into that, I feel like the reason why this matters is because jumping is always the easiest option. And it's always the best option as well, and it disregards neutral. So that's why I think it's, too strong for what it can do, and for the options you have compared to your opponent's options on defense. I lost my train of thought there. I was on a roll. Oh yeah, so what I think they can do about this, and this would take some testing, like I don't have the ability to test things like this, so I could be wrong on the frame, but I would say to have either everyone has like a DP option that's invincible on a certain frame, or down to be upper body invincible on a specific frame. And what that means is upper body invincible means that only the you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. The top of their body will be invincible to only jump attacks. And the down two will hit because the top of your body's invincible. On a certain frame. And you would have to find what frame is correct, because probably like frame 5 or 6, because if you choose a frame, so let's say after 2 frames you do down 2, your upper body invincibility starts. And I think, like, I can't test it, so I don't know what would be the correct frame, because they would have to find the number that makes sense. The number, in my opinion, the frame should be the frame where you react, like, you're super quick on your reaction. It's like an 18 frame reaction to a jump, a 17 frame reaction to a jump. That should be the frame that it's set at. And that might be like at frame 5 they gain invincibility. I'm not sure. I don't know what frame it will be. I don't have the tools. Like, I can't change the game and try that myself, or else I would for them. Like, I would actually do that and work for like 5 hours trying to find the right option. Like, I'd legit do that. But I can't. So I don't know how I would do that. And the reason why I say this should be... Actually, let me scratch that. So I think jump-ins should be viable. I think jump-ins should be great. Like, this is great that this is a thing, but I should have an option to it. Like, if they don't know that I'm going for a jump, and I do go for a jump, they're not ready for it, they do down 2, but it's a late down 2, they no longer have invincibility frames, or their invincibility frames didn't start up fast enough because they were slow. That's when jump-ins should work, because I was not ready for it, you made a good decision, and I was not fast enough to be ready for that decision. And the problem is like, they nerfed jump kicks to be less minus, but that was never the problem. The problem wasn't jump kicks being plus. Like, that was dumb for how good jump kicks were, but that was never the problem. The problem was we didn't have an option to them. Like, they made a minus now, but that, like, they're still really, really broken. And you can tell that when you play this game, you can tell that NRS wanted this to be a grounded game. They wanted it to be played solid. They wanted it to be played footsie, very footsie-based, grounded. You know, best person, you know, with footsies wins. But then you realize that this is actually just the best option. Or, like, one of the best offensive options that you can have. And that was a long, like, segment about jumps, but it would be very nice to see some of this change, because, like, yeah, we'll just be done with that. The next thing is Fatal Blows. So Fatal Blows in the last patch the pushback was nerfed, but it was not nerfed to a point where it should not, Fatal Blows should not push back at all, man. Like, when they said they nerfed the pushback, everyone was expecting there to be no pushback at all, like, none whatsoever. And I was expecting that too. But what happened was they made it so, like, you don't go, like, it's like a centimeter difference. Like, if a Garrus is like right here, and he decides to, like, let's just say he decides to do random fatal blow, right? Garrus is like, okay, oh, we're playing neutral? Nah, I don't feel like it. Let me just fatal blow. Look! What? Like, dude, like, what is that? Like, we're playing neutral, we're playing foot. No, we're not. We're not playing footsies anymore. We're not. You know? And it's like, okay, I baited it. Let me punish! I can't punish. I can maybe punish with this. Sure, great, man. You know, that really made him scared. I really scared him there. Boy, he's not gonna want to do that again because I punished him with beam. Whew. That's tough, man. Don't want to take that beam anymore. It's like, no, man. People aren't gonna be scared of that. Why do I get pushed back at all? And it's the same for Cetrion, man. And it's the same for almost every character in this game. So, like, bro. Like, and this is full screen, too. So, yeah, he could sand trap punish me, right? But why is the risk, the risk reward, like, so in my favor when I'm doing a 30% single button move that has armor that can only be punished for, like, 10%? And this is for, like, a lot of characters. It's not just Garrus, it's not just Cetrion. It's, you know, Noob Saibot has a really, has a global fatal blow, or global, whatever you call it. I played too much League of Legends recently. So let's just, you know, let's just try Katana. Let's do, who do we want to do? Do we want to do, I mean, Spawn, I guess? I don't know. I'm just picking characters, random characters. So, like, let's try their Fatal Blows. Their Fatal Blows might be a little bit easier to punish, but they still push back. They still push back a crazy amount. So, like, let's do, you know, 1%, sure, fine. You know, you're playing footsies, psych. And then, like, that pushback doesn't look that bad, right? It really doesn't. Like, it's like, okay, you know, you can probably punish this. But it's like, let's say you're playing footsies, you're looking for everything else, right? You see Fatal Blow, and you're like, oh, shit, I wasn't ready for that. You might be slightly late, you might be, oh, shit, let me, you know, you might be a little bit late on the punish, because you guys are playing footsies, he does random Fatal Blow, you try to punish, and you can't. You have to be completely ready for this. And someone might, wait, why did that? Oh, right, I forgot. And this, oh my god, I forgot about how dumb this is. So, Fatal, so you know how, like, low blocking is your best, like, versus most characters, you block low, because characters really don't have overheads, as a starter, besides, like, Sub-Zero. So you want to be blocking low here, right? Especially because of Katana's low fan. But if you block low, the pushback is even more than you stand block. Look, 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 look. I stand block, less pushback. Crouch block, more pushback. But I have to block low because she has lows. Why is this a mind game for a single button, bro? Why? Why is this a, like, why? A single button, armor starts up in 8 frames, fatal blow, man. Like, I can't even punish this. I can't. Like, I literally can't. Bro, like, it's so dumb, man. And it's like, it's almost every character in the game, man. Like, huh? Bro, I get pushed back to Africa. Okay, I punished because Katana has, like, crazy range. Okay, even this is hard. I have to do it. I have to be ready for this. And, like, and they made it so it's easier to flawless block, yes, but, bro, that has to be accidental. No one's gonna purposely flawless block a Fatal Blow. No, like, okay, so look at it this way. A lot of people see Fatal Blow as, like, a super, so it's like, it's fine that it does that much damage, it's fine that it has armor, it's fine that it does all this. But when you think of it balance-wise, like, think about this. Let's say my back 2 was my Fatal Blow. Hypothetically, let's just say. I did back 2, that did 33% right there. Just think about that. Like, that did 33% in a pushback. everyone would be going crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. Single button, 33%. Why does it do that? But when you think about it, Fatal Blow is the same thing. It just has a fancy animation to it. So everyone like thought it was fine because it has this fancy ass cinematic to it. But when you think about it as a single button 30% 8-frame armored move that has pushback depending on whether you're low blocking or stand blocking, like when you think about it that way, it's dumb. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go to sleep after this because this is a rant and a half. So yeah, I feel like also, they come back even if you block it. So, like, let's say I do this. Let's say, you know, I do this. I do this. Whoops. I do this. He low blocks. You know, I try to punish her. I don't get the punish. She's gonna get that fatal blow back in however many seconds it is. Like, she's gonna get it back. So I don't get rewarded for her punish, and 2, I don't get rewarded for even getting rid of her fatal blow for baiting her fatal blow. 10 seconds, thank you. So 10 seconds, she gets her fatal blow back. She plays patient. She plays solid. You know, she reacts to throws. She does OS teching. She just waits for fatal blow back. Now I have to block. Now I can't do anything. I can't play footsies with her. I can't do anything. I have to block. And then we go back to how crazy the risk reward is for this move. Like, dude, if NRS would allow me to bring them, I would literally nerd out and bring them a PowerPoint presentation and, like, have, like, my stick out, like, pointing at the screen, like, showing them what's wrong. I would answer literally every single question they had with logic, and I would, like, I wouldn't even be condescending either. I would be like, please, bro, just please, like, just at least hear me. Because, like, I've thought about this a lot, as you can tell. Like, I'm serious, I would literally spend so many hours doing that. Because I want this game to be good. Because this game, like, the mechanics, the engine, how this game is designed to be, is incredible. It's an incredibly designed, well-designed game. And I absolutely love it. But these things just ruin it. Like, they absolutely ruin it at a high level. And I get that they want these things to be easy, because they want casual players to be able to do something easy and get crazy amounts of damage for it. But, like, you make it so, like, there's no casual to competitive skill ceiling. Like, it's like there's no, like, the skill ceiling is, like, it's not there. And, like, you can make something good and easy for casuals to do, but you can also make it so, it makes sense for competitive players as well. So, yeah, it's like, bro, I would literally sit down with I'm telling you, like, if NRS hears this, like, I wish they would reach out to me and just be like, let's talk. And I would literally sit down and talk with them for 10 hours straight. And, like, have a good, you know, respectful conversation, about the game and how to make it better. I'm not here to be biased. Like, if I was like, I think Sechion should be nerfed, man. Like, right when Tornado is broken, Teleport is broken, like, her neutral is broken, like, 1-1, you cannot whip, it's really hard to whip on it. Like, dude, I'm not trying to be biased, I'm trying to make the game better. Like, I'm at, like, 2 games ago, maybe I wanted to be biased, and I didn't know enough about the game, I didn't know enough about fighting games to be able to have the knowledge to say these things, but now I have the knowledge and the understanding of points and counterpoints to be able to talk with them. And I just realized I'm on, like hella caffeine right now, so I'm going, like, crazy. But, yeah. So, like, I think that's it. What else is there? I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, we could go over, like, little things that kind of annoy me. But like, then we're getting into bias territory, and I don't want to get into bias territory. I'm talking strictly about how to make the game better, you know? Like, I personally don't like down two crushing blows. I personally don't like meter coming back. I personally don't like those things, but that's me being biased. And I would not change that because that would be a biased change, and that would not be something, that would not be bettering the game. That would just be bettering the game for me, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, also breakaway input should be changed. I agree, because breakaway, when you, sometimes if you get hit and you try to low block, or you try to block right after because you're late on reaction to the move, then you actually die for it because, or you actually lose out on your breakaway even though you only got hit by like one move. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk slash rant. It was kind of interesting to talk about that. I've been wanting to get that off my chest for a while because I really do want this game to be really good. It just kind of, I really do. Like, I really, truly do. Like, with no bias at all. No bias, things at all. The one thing I would say, this is very small, but I just want to do it on like an ending note. I don't think meter should come back during round taunts because it makes it so there's no meter, there's no meter management. Like, let's say at the end of the round you spend a bar of meter, either defensive or offensive, you get it back during the round taunt. Very small, doesn't really matter, but just something I wanted to say. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think it would be great if, like, I hope NRS, like, reaches out to top players and gets their opinion. I think it would be very, very good. Like, a lot of other games do it. A lot of other big games go to top players, try to get their input. Maybe not do everything they say, but just to get some input and maybe change some things. And maybe they have, like, a good idea. I know they do listen to people, but it would be nice to be able to help. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching.